Hi everybody. So in this video, we're going to look at working with fractional powers. We're going to work through each of these two questions, and then we'll try some exam style questions at the end. If you want to work along with me in this video, you can download a copy of a PDF from my website. I'll leave a link in the description below. So before we begin, I want to show you where the rule for fractional powers comes from. If we have, for instance, 4 to the power of 1/2, well, we can write this 4 as 2 squared, which we're raising to the power of 1/2. So these are exactly the same things, it's just the 4 is written as a power of 2. Then we can use the power rule to simplify this. We can multiply the half by this 2. So we'll have 2, and then 2 times a half will give us 2 to the power of 1, which we know is 2. But we also know that the square root of 4 is equal to 2. So this will also equal the square root of 4. So what this means then, if all of these are equal, then 4 to the power of 1/2 is exactly the same as the square root of 4. And if we look at another example, 27 to the power of 2/3, well, this would be the same as the 27 is 3 cubed to the power of 2/3. We can multiply these two together using the power rule, and this will give us 3 squared, which we know is 9. And this is exactly the same as the cube root of 27, which is 3, raised to the power of 2. So what this means then is that the cube root of 27 squared is equal to 27 to the 2/3. So we can generalize these relationships. If we have a base to a power of 1 over a number, let's say n, this will be exactly the same as the nth root of that base. Or if we have a base to a power of m over n, this will be the same as the base to the nth root raised to a power of m. And it is these two properties that we'll be using throughout this video. So if we begin with question 1, well, 9 to the power of 1/2 will be the same as the square root of 9, and this will be 3. Part B, 16 to the 1/4 will be the fourth root of 16, and this is 2 times itself 4 times, so this will be 2. Question C, 25 to the power of 3 over 2. This will be the square root of 25 raised to the power of 3. Well, the square root of 25 is 5, and 5 cubed will give us 125. And then for question D, 32 to the 3/5, we'll look at the fifth root of 32, and then we'll cube it. Well, 2 multiplied by itself 5 times is 32, so this will be 2 cubed, which we know is 8. So that's question 1. Question 2, if we have 16x equals 4, we know that the square root of 16 equals 4, and this will be the same as 16 to the power of 1/2. So x must equal 1/2. And then for question B, if we take the cube root of 1000, we'll get 10. So this is 1000 to the power of 1/3. What we need is 100. So if we square the 10, then we'll get the 100. We can apply the power rule here. So x must be equal to 2/3. And then for question C, if we take the fourth root of 81, then we'll get 3. So x must be equal to 1/4. Okay? Let's try some exam style questions. So perhaps you want to try questions 1, 2, and 3 yourself. You can pause the video, and when you come back, we'll go through the work solutions. Okay, so welcome back if you had a go. So for question 1, we need to raise each of these terms to a power of 3 over 2. So we'll have x to the 6 to the 3 over 2 multiplied by w to the 10 to the same power divided by 25 to the 3 over 2. We can apply the power rule with each of these. So 6 times 3 over 2 will give us x to the 9. 10 times 3 over 2 will give us w to the 15. And the square root of 25 is 5. And 5 cubed is 125. So we know that A will equal 9, B will equal 15, and C will be 125. And then for question 2, we can write the 8 as 2 cubed, and we can convert this root to a power. So we'll get 2 to the 3 multiplied by 8, or 2 cubed, to the 2/3, divided by 2 cubed to the half. Again, we'll apply the power rule here. So we get 2 cubed times 2 squared over 2 to the power of 3 over 2. Because we're multiplying and the bases are the same, we can add these two powers. So we get 2 to the 5 divided by 2 to the 1.5. Using the division rule, we can subtract these powers. So we get 2 to the 3.5, or 7 over 2. And then finally for question 3, we can expand out our bracket. So we've got 32 to the 3/5 multiplied by y to the 15 raised to the same power. We know we can write 32 as 2 to the power of 5, and this will then be raised to the 3/5. Applying the power rule, this will be 2 cubed, which we know is equal to 8. We can apply the power rule here as well. 15 times 3/5 will give us 8 times y to the power of 9. Okay? Well, thank you very much for watching. I hope you found that useful. If you did find that helpful, please like and subscribe, and you can download the full lesson and the PDF that accompanies this video from my website, mrmathematics.com. I'll leave a link in the description below.